Good morning, traders. So let's have a look at the Dow Jones this morning. So with yesterday's public holiday, nothing really much taking place. And like what I'll do is there are basically three levels on the weekly that we need to pay attention to. So there's a Brooks gap here. This is the level that I've been talking about pretty much all week, all of last week anyway. And then we have that level there. So my opinion is still the same. Is we've had a pretty strong move to the upside. We are consolidating, and I expect us to eventually break to the upside and continue to move to the upside. So that is currently my bias. Until we break below these swing lows here convincingly, and only then will I change my opinion. Okay, so at this stage, that's what I'm looking for. If we get down to the 4 hour, there's one thing that I want to point out to you, and let's just go here. So firstly, this trend line is a pretty strong trend line. Okay, spoke about it yesterday. You can see touched and immediately buyer stepped in, touched, buyer stepped in, touched, buyer stepped in. So this is a pretty strong trend line. Okay, and at this stage we have broken through. Now remember what I say on trend lines. Even on a break, you are still looking to go with the trend because you're looking for the retest of the trend line. Because often what happens is you get a fake out and then it gets back in and above the trend line and continues. So my trade still stays the same. I'm looking for longs, and I'm looking for longs from this area here. Okay, now if I move to the left, you'll see that there is a couple of levels here that I am interested in. So it's quite a strong zone of support here. And this was the first time that we actually hit it. Okay. So in saying that, let's just get our top trend line in as well for the triangle. So that is our triangle. Now, what you see happening here is you see how we just hovering on the line, hovering, and then we rolled over. So this could very well be a break of this trend line. Okay, this is a pretty solid pattern of how it happens. So the only thing that's concerning me is that it happened after hours, basically. So, you know, a lot of this, with the US being closed, this was basically after hours trading that it happened. So that's the only thing that's concerning me about this break. So, which kind of makes me believe that it could potentially be a fake out. So this is the first level that we need to watch for. If this level goes, then we'll be looking at this level. If we do hit this level again, I'm long again. And it's purely because this is such a strong level of resistance, and it is the bottom of the range. Okay, so on my daily, this is my range. Okay, my move to the upside and my consolidation range. The daily is still above the alligator as well. So until that changes, you know, my long-term trend is to the upside. The 4-hour alligator has changed, so that's why I say this could very well be the breakout. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, there is something else that I want to point out to you here, and the chart's going to get messy now, so bear with me. And not really going to be exact, but it'll be close enough for you to see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, green lines show you that there's a megaphone. Okay. The orange downward trend lines show you a triangle with a break. Collectively together, it is a diamond pattern. Now, what exactly are we looking at here? So you can see if I take this green line and this orange line, I have a rising wedge. And if I take this downward orange line and this downward green line, I have a falling wedge. So essentially, I have a potential breakout pattern with indecision. So are we going to break the upside or to the downside? So that is what a diamond pattern basically entails. Okay, so we've got a megaphone, we've got a triangle, we've got a falling wedge, we've got a rising wedge, all in the same area. So we call it a diamond pattern. In my view, it's purely an indecision pattern, and a break either way will indicate what's going to happen. But you can see already, I mean, while I'm doing the video, you can see already how the buyers are still stepping in this area. So they're still buying, which to me is an indication that this is still a consolidation phase that we're in, and we're going to need to break below this level here, or alternatively break this high for us to get any continuation. So for now, we need to look to trade long from the bottom and short from the tops. Okay, now your tops are getting lower and lower, but obviously we need to break this trend line. We break this trend line and now we'll be able to get some direction. So for me today, I'll be watching this area here for any potential bullish moves, and I will definitely be long at this area here. Okay, and I'll be looking, so just to show you how I will work this, is this level and this level in my eyes has been done. So I'll delete that. So that tail is definitely an option, this level is an option, and then this level here will be an option. So this is the area that I'm looking for longs. And I will trade the long more than likely back to this trend line. Okay, you can see on the 1 hour how the alligator is still pointing to the downside, and we've also had a break and retest of the alligator. So what I mean by that, you can see we broke through the alligator here, okay, down, and then we retested. In other words, we stayed below the blue line and broke back down to the downside. So this trend line could very well be broken now. It's very possible. I'm still going to take it with a pinch of salt because it is an Asian session, which I don't typically trust that much. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Complete confusion, as you can see. Nobody really knows what's going on and what they're going to be doing, but I will pay attention to, this is the first level that I'll look at. If we do manage to hold this level and move to the upside, then I think we'll have a pretty good chance that this downward trend line here will break. Okay, if we fail to do that, then yeah, we'll look for here, which I'll play to the long side again. And you know, where would we look at shorts? I'm still, you know, very wary of placing any shorts that aren't at a big level. If it's not at a big level, I'm really not interested in placing a short, because purely because of the strong upward move that we've had. Okay, so this is a very strong move, and you know, in my eyes, this is still consolidation. So until we break below this with conviction, I'm really not that interested in taking the shorts. And lastly, the very last thing here is, there is my, you see how this level ties up with the 200 EMA. So let's just do this. Okay, so that's why I am still indicating hit here. I am definitely going to be long from the bottom here. Okay, obviously we want this downward trend line to break. We'd love to see this downward trend line break, but until that point, we'll take the long here and see what happens. Okay, if you are short and you're looking at this area here for shorts, then obviously your stops are going to be above these tails here. Okay, but that's kind of not my play. Until this level breaks, I'm really not keen to take any shorts. To me, this is still a consolidation above a level. Anyway, guys, not sure it helps. A lot of confusion going on, and I suppose we're going to have to just wait and see what happens and trade what we see on the lower time frames. Anyway, guys, hope it helps, and I will catch you later.